And let's look at the McKee math right now. Given any set of 6 numbers, there are 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 equals 6 factorial, and then a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. The fact is, you can't win, can you?
Oh, you can win. Somebody probably will win. I mean, you and I were talking yesterday. You said you would never buy a ticket for just $500 million, but you might be interested if it was $500 million.
Yes.
Which it
Got
is.
my attention.
Now, that gets everyone's attention, admit it. We've all bought tickets. Here's what the payouts would be. You could take the annuity. Now, with Powerball, it's 29 years. That's a long one. It's an average of just over $17 million. Now, you don't get $17 million each year because they adjust for inflation. You get more in the out years. The immediate cash value is now $327,400,000. Or for Sarah, it's about 305,000 pairs of Christian Louboutin shoes.
Which you could appreciate. I was going to say, which you could argue would be a very good investment.
That's the important point here is it's a $500 million win, and the net present value right now is $327 million.
Yeah, which raises the question of, do you take that, or do you take it in that 17 approximately million a year chunk? Probably because of the size of the chunk, you would want to go with the cash. But let's go through it. First of all, you take the annuity, 29 years, you get all the $500 million. There's no discount there, but 29 years, God forbid something should happen. I mean, it will be paid to your heirs, but you wouldn't get all the money if something happened to you. It is, as I said, inflation protected. They give you about a 4% premium over the life of it, and you get the guaranteed return. You know what you're going to get. And ordinarily, you would have more ability to limit your taxes, at least on a lower payout, because there are things you can do on a year-by-year basis that would limit the taxes you pay. Now, at $17 million, you're pretty much stuck. You're going to pay the highest rates no matter what. But if you're part of a group that wins and you have to split the money, that's something you may want to consider. Take the cash. Well, most investment advisors say you probably want to do that. You would get, it varies based on taxes, state taxes. I'm using a very conservative estimate of about $203 million. Others say, like in the state of Connecticut, you could get as much as $220 million. You may be able to invest that yourself and make more money over the life of that 29 years if you buy the shoes, and as Sarah says, they appreciate in value. And here comes the fiscal cliff question. This is happening right now. After January 1st, tax rates may go up. They will withhold 25% now, and you'd have to pay another 10% probably next year, but it could go higher than that, so maybe you want to do this right now. Because
it's such a large nut, if you win by yourself, not within a group, I would suggest you want to take the annuity, because you can reinvest such a large portion of $17 million and have a more diversified and spread out control of whatever investments you do, versus taking $203 million now and trying to find a warm spot for it.
Well, there's one other thing you got to take into account, and that's Ben Bernanke, interest rates. With interest rates so low, the net present value is much higher than it ordinarily would be. 3 to 5% interest rates, and you'd get maybe half of that $500 million. Now you're going to get more, before taxes. Now you're going to get this extra $100 million or so, a gift from the Federal Reserve.
Very cool. I love this. Financial planning with Michael McKee. Let's get to street news. Here's Scarlet Fu.